Hello everybody, welcome back to Cloud Wars Minute. Give us a couple of minutes here. We're going to give you some unique insights into the greatest growth market the world has ever known. Two of the hottest companies by far in the cloud right now are Snowflake and AWS. And in last week's fiscal Q4 earnings call for Snowflake, they revealed a rather throbbing love affair going on right now with AWS, which is terrific. But at a point now, you got to wonder, what about these other two big hyperscalers, which are wrapped up in it? Microsoft, not so much. Google, maybe not at all. Here's what's going on. CFO Mike Scarpelli, in the Q&A section of the earnings call, he said that we co-sold $1.2 billion in future contract value with the hyperscalers. So massive chunk of money there for a company of the size of Snowflake right now, which for the year had about $1.2 billion in total revenue. This isn't revenue yet. This is future contract value, but sort of like bookings, and it goes into their remaining performance obligation, but still a huge indicator. So he says 1.2 billion with the hyperscalers. A little bit later, CFO Scarpelli broke that down a little bit when he was asked about it. And here's what he said. AWS accounted for the vast majority of that 1.2 billion. Azure had the balance after that vast majority, and he specifically said Google Cloud had zero. Now, the company Snowflake has partnership agreements with all three companies. In one of them, Snowflake's head of product management, Christian Kleinerman, said it's important for customers to have choice. We want them to be able to buy from any of these, to use Snowflake services across their different clouds. It makes perfect sense. But it's really striking to me to see that not just that AWS had the big number, good for them, they're clearly doing things right, but Microsoft got sort of the crumbs and Google was totally shut out. I wonder, is this done for competitive reasons? Because after all, Google is certainly moving into the data cloud type of business and heavily into it, but so is Microsoft. So we will see what happens here, but there's no question that the winner in this was AWS, and it's one of those things too that you get AWS, which grew 40% in Q4, just an astonishing number. You get that powerhouse going with Snowflake, which grew over 100% in revenue for Q4. You get those two juggernauts going together. That could present a very powerful combination. And we'll see if either Microsoft with Azure and Google Cloud choose to try to warm up the relationship with Snowflake here. We'll have to see. More interesting dynamics, more good choices and good outcomes for customers in the Cloud Wars. Thanks for being with us, and I hope you have a fantastic day.